Implementation of AI Predictability Algorithms in Healthcare, a comprehensive report. Overview. The integration of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare is set to revolutionize clinical trials and patient care by enhancing decision-making processes, improving treatment outcomes, and ensuring adherence to ethical standards. Backed by a $5 million investment, this initiative aims for implementation by Q2 2025, structured across 4 distinct phases: data integration, development of algorithms, ethical compliance, and full-scale deployment. This report outlines the strategic approach, anticipated timelines, and critical themes emerging from the initiative. Key phases of implementation. Phase 1: Data integration and infrastructure development. The first phase focuses on creating a robust data infrastructure to facilitate the seamless integration of diverse healthcare datasets. This foundational step is crucial for establishing a comprehensive data ecosystem that enables efficient data management and sharing. The rationale behind this phase is that no single organization possesses sufficient data to generate reliable AI predictions. Thus, cross-organizational data sharing will significantly enhance the accuracy of AI algorithms. Key activities in this phase include establishing data sharing protocols, developing standards for data sharing among healthcare organizations to ensure interoperability and security, building data warehouses, creating centralized repositories that aggregate data from various sources including EHRs, clinical trials, and patient registries, ensuring data quality, implementing data cleansing and validation processes to enhance the reliability of the datasets. Phase 2: Development of predictability algorithms. Following the establishment of a data infrastructure, the second phase involves the development and fine-tuning of AI algorithms tailored to predict patient outcomes, treatment responses, and clinical trial efficiencies. This phase will leverage historical data and real-time information to enhance predictive accuracy. Key elements include utilizing machine learning techniques, employing advanced machine learning methodologies to develop algorithms that can process large datasets and identify patterns, incorporating generative AI and quantum computing, exploring the application of generative AI combined with quantum computing to accelerate the discovery of novel predictive models, conducting pilot studies, running initial trials with the developed algorithms to assess their effectiveness in real-world clinical settings and refine them based on feedback. Phase 3: Ethical compliance and regulatory alignment. As AI applications in healthcare expand, ethical compliance and regulatory alignment become paramount. This phase will ensure that all AI implementations adhere to existing regulations and ethical standards, thereby mitigating risks and enhancing patient safety. Key activities involve engaging with regulatory bodies, collaborating with entities like the FDA to ensure that AI applications meet regulatory standards for accuracy, fairness, and data privacy. Developing ethical guidelines, establishing a framework for ethical AI use in healthcare that addresses concerns related to bias, transparency, and accountability. Conducting risk assessments, regularly evaluating the potential risks associated with AI algorithms and implementing mitigation strategies as needed. Phase 4: Full-scale implementation and feedback loop. The final phase encompasses the full-scale deployment of AI algorithms in clinical settings, complemented by a robust feedback mechanism. This will facilitate continuous monitoring and improvement of AI systems based on real-world performance. Key components include deploying AI solutions in clinical trials, implementing the algorithms in ongoing and new clinical trials to enhance their operational efficiency and effectiveness, establishing feedback channels, creating systems for healthcare providers and patients to provide input on AI performance, which will inform iterative improvements. Performance metrics and reporting, developing metrics to evaluate the success and impact of AI implementations on patient outcomes and trial efficiencies. Common themes across sources. The initiative's success hinges on several common themes identified across various sources. Cross-industry collaboration, emphasizing the necessity of collaboration among different healthcare stakeholders to optimize clinical trials and enhance AI predictions. Regulatory oversight, acknowledging the critical role of regulatory bodies in shaping AI applications with a focus on ethical standards and patient safety. Decentralized clinical trials (DCTs), highlighting the shift towards DCTs as standard practice which streamlines patient engagement and data collection. Differences between sources. While there is broad agreement on the importance of technological advancements, some sources emphasize differing aspects. Technological optimism. Certain sources focus on the potential of AI technologies to transform healthcare, while others underscore the ethical implications and regulatory challenges that accompany such innovations. Operational focus. Perspectives from organizations like CuraVid highlight practical applications in decentralized trials, contrasting with more regulatory-focused commentary from the Global Forum. Timeline of events. 2023, initial planning and discussions on AI implementation in healthcare commence, focusing on data integration and ethical considerations. 2024, emphasis on regulatory compliance and the development of machine learning algorithms begins, with early AI applications showing promise in improving trial efficiencies. Q2 2025, anticipated full-scale implementation of AI predictability algorithms with ongoing evaluations and adjustments based on real-time feedback. Conclusion. The integration of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare represents a transformative approach to clinical trials and patient management. By focusing on data integration, algorithm development, ethical compliance, and full-scale implementation, this initiative is poised to significantly enhance healthcare delivery. The $5 million investment reflects a commitment to advancing healthcare through innovative solutions while addressing the ethical and regulatory challenges inherent in AI applications. As the project progresses, continuous collaboration and feedback will ensure that these technologies meet the evolving needs of healthcare professionals and patients alike. Counterintuitive information in AI predictability algorithms in healthcare. 1. Data sharing versus data ownership. It is commonly assumed that proprietary data provides a competitive edge within the healthcare industry. However, the content emphasizes a counterintuitive perspective. Cross-industry collaboration and data sharing are crucial for the success of AI algorithms. This suggests that the traditional view of guarding proprietary data may hinder the overall effectiveness of AI applications, as accurate predictions require diverse datasets that no single organization can amass alone. 2. Generative AI and quantum computing. The expectation is that generative AI will significantly enhance healthcare solutions. However, the content presents a nuanced view. While generative AI is promising, its true potential may only be realized when coupled with quantum computing. This indicates that relying solely on generative AI without considering the advancements of quantum computing could limit the scope of innovation in healthcare solutions. 3. Regulatory scrutiny as an enabler. The prevalent view is that regulatory scrutiny is a barrier to innovation, often slowing down the implementation of new technologies. Conversely, the text suggests that increased regulatory oversight, particularly from bodies like the FDA, could actually foster innovation by providing a framework that enhances patient safety and builds trust in AI applications. This reframing positions regulatory compliance not as a hindrance, but as a necessary catalyst for the responsible advancement of AI in healthcare. For decentralized clinical trials (DCTs) as the norm, there is a prevailing belief that decentralized trials are a novel or experimental approach. However, the content posits that DCTs will eventually become standard practice within clinical research, blending seamlessly with traditional methodologies. This implies that the healthcare industry must recalibrate its perception of DCTs from being an alternative to being an integral component of clinical trial design. 5. Ethical compliance as a competitive advantage. It is often assumed that ethical compliance is merely a regulatory requirement. However, the discussion suggests that aligning AI implementations with ethical standards can serve as a competitive advantage. Enhancing trust and improving patient engagement. This counterintuitive notion challenges organizations to view ethical compliance not just as a legal obligation but as a strategic asset that can differentiate them in a crowded marketplace. 6. Real-time feedback loops. While many organizations believe that once an AI system is implemented it can operate independently, the text highlights the importance of continuous monitoring and feedback mechanisms. This suggests that organizations should not underestimate the value of ongoing evaluations and adjustments post-implementation, as real-world performance can significantly diverge from expected outcomes. 7. Cost implications of DCTs. There is a general perception that decentralized trials are cost-prohibitive due to technology and infrastructure investments. However, the content provides evidence that DCTs can lead to significant cost reductions and faster enrollment, thus challenging the notion that they are inherently more expensive. This insight encourages stakeholders to reconsider their financial assessments of trial methodologies. 8. Patient engagement through digital technologies. The assumption might be that patient engagement can only be improved through in-person interactions. However, the content suggests that digital technologies not only facilitate engagement but also broaden access and improve retention rates in trials. This counterintuitive finding implies that embracing technology may provide better outcomes than traditional engagement methods. 9. AI's role in reducing bias. The belief that AI technologies can perpetuate existing biases in healthcare is widespread. Interestingly, the discussion implies that with proper design and ethical oversight, AI could actually help in reducing biases by enabling more representative data collection and analysis. This flips the narrative from viewing AI as a risk factor to seeing it as a potential tool for equity. 10. Transparency as a regulatory requirement. Many organizations view transparency in AI operations as a burdensome requirement. The content, however, suggests that transparency may actually enhance trust and improve stakeholder relationships, making it a strategic imperative rather than a mere compliance issue. This realization could lead to a more proactive approach to developing transparent AI systems, which could ultimately benefit organizations in the long run. By addressing these counterintuitive insights, stakeholders in the healthcare industry can better navigate the complexities of implementing AI predictability algorithms, enhancing the effectiveness of their strategies in transforming patient care and clinical trials. The report on the implementation of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare by Q2 2025 highlights several crucial aspects that are likely to be overlooked by many readers despite their significance. Below, I identify these overlooked elements and explain their importance. 1. Importance of data integration and ecosystem building. Overlooked content. The report emphasizes the first phase centered on building a robust data infrastructure and integrating diverse healthcare datasets. While many may recognize data integration's technical aspects, the broader implications of creating a comprehensive data ecosystem are often underestimated. Significance. The establishment of a comprehensive data ecosystem is pivotal for the success of AI in healthcare. AI algorithms thrive on vast and varied datasets to improve their predictive capabilities. By facilitating seamless data sharing across organizations, the initiative aims to counteract the limitations posed by siloed data. The significance lies in the potential for enhanced accuracy in AI predictions, which can lead to better patient outcomes and more efficient clinical trials. Furthermore, this collaborative approach can foster innovation by enabling researchers to access data that they may not have independently, thus expediting the development of new treatments and therapies. 2. Ethical compliance and regulatory challenges. Overlooked content. Phase 3 focuses on ethical compliance and regulatory alignment, yet many may dismiss these considerations as mere bureaucratic hurdles rather than critical components of successful AI implementation in healthcare. Significance. Ethical compliance is essential in building trust among patients, healthcare professionals, and regulatory bodies. As AI technologies become more pervasive, concerns over data privacy, algorithmic bias, and patient safety will intensify. Regulatory bodies like the FDA will likely impose stricter guidelines to ensure that AI applications are fair and transparent. Ignoring this phase could lead to significant setbacks, including legal challenges, public distrust, and ultimately, the failure of AI initiatives. The proactive alignment with regulatory standards and ethical frameworks is not just about compliance, it is about safeguarding the integrity of healthcare processes and ensuring that the benefits of AI are realized without compromising patient rights. 3. The role of generative AI in quantum computing. Overlooked content. The report mentions the use of generative AI coupled with quantum computing in developing predictability algorithms but does not delve deeply into how these technologies will specifically enhance healthcare solutions. Significance. Generative AI and quantum computing represent cutting-edge advancements that can revolutionize the healthcare sector. Generative AI can create new models and simulations that allow for more nuanced understanding and predictions of patient outcomes, while quantum computing can process vast datasets at unprecedented speeds. This synergy can lead to breakthroughs in personalized medicine, enabling treatments tailored to individual patient profiles based on complex interactions within their health data. Skipping over this technological aspect undermines the recognition of how transformative these innovations can be, potentially reshaping entire areas of medical research and clinical practice. 4. Continuous feedback mechanisms. Overlooked content. The final phase involves a feedback loop for continuous monitoring and improvement of AI systems, which might be viewed as a standard procedure rather than a critical component of the implementation process. Significance. Continuous feedback is crucial for adapting AI systems to real-world scenarios and ensuring their effectiveness over time. This mechanism allows for the identification and rectification of errors, biases, and inefficiencies that may arise once the systems are deployed in clinical settings. It fosters a culture of ongoing learning and adaptation, which is essential in a rapidly evolving field like healthcare. Neglecting the importance of feedback could result in stagnation or deterioration in the quality of care provided by AI systems, ultimately jeopardizing patient safety and the overall goals of healthcare improvement. 5. The shift towards decentralized clinical trials. Overlooked content. The report highlights the trend towards decentralized clinical trials (DCTs) but may not fully convey the transformative implications of this shift. Significance. DCTs represent a paradigm shift in how clinical research is conducted, providing greater access and convenience for participants. This model can enhance patient recruitment and retention, leading to more diverse and representative trial populations. Moreover, by leveraging technology to conduct trials remotely, DCTs can reduce costs and timelines significantly. By underestimating the impact of this shift, stakeholders may miss opportunities to rethink traditional trial designs and improve the efficiency and inclusivity of clinical research practices. 6. Cross-industry collaboration. Overlooked content. The report emphasizes the need for data sharing and collaboration across industries but may not fully articulate how this collaboration can catalyze innovation. Significance. Cross-industry collaboration during the pandemic demonstrated the potential of shared resources and knowledge to drive rapid advancements in healthcare. Such collaborations can lead to the development of comprehensive solutions that address complex health challenges more effectively than isolated efforts. By fostering partnerships among academic institutions, pharmaceutical companies, and technology firms, the healthcare sector can leverage collective insights and capabilities to accelerate drug development, enhance treatment strategies, and ultimately improve patient care. Overlooking this collaborative element could hinder the potential for holistic solutions that address systemic healthcare challenges. Conclusion. The report on AI predictability algorithms in healthcare outlines a comprehensive and structured approach to implementation across several phases. However, the significance of elements such as data integration, ethical compliance, technological advancements, continuous feedback mechanisms, decentralized trials, and cross-industry collaboration is often understated. Recognizing and emphasizing these components is essential for stakeholders to fully appreciate the potential of AI in transforming healthcare delivery and clinical research. Ignoring these aspects could lead to missed opportunities for advancement in efficiencies and complications in the path toward realizing the full benefits of AI in healthcare. For key points for in-depth analysis and discussion on the implementation of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare. The planned implementation of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare by Q2 2025 involves a strategic four-phase approach that emphasizes machine learning, data integration, and ethical compliance. This initiative, supported by a $5 million investment, aims to enhance healthcare efficiency and clinical trial outcomes. Below are the four most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion. 1. Data integration and infrastructure development. The first phase of the implementation plan focuses on establishing a robust data infrastructure that allows for the seamless integration of diverse healthcare datasets. This is vital for several reasons. Comprehensive data ecosystem. A well-developed data infrastructure will create a comprehensive ecosystem that enables efficient data management and sharing among healthcare organizations. This is crucial because individual entities often lack sufficient data to drive reliable AI predictions. By pooling data from multiple sources, the accuracy and reliability of AI algorithms can be significantly enhanced. Challenges of data silos. One of the main challenges in healthcare is the existence of data silos, where data is trapped within individual organizations. This prevents the aggregation of data needed for effective AI training. Discussions around overcoming these silos will be important, highlighting the need for industry-wide collaboration and partnerships to facilitate data sharing. Interoperability issues. Achieving true interoperability between different healthcare systems and platforms is a key concern. Analyzing the technical and regulatory barriers to interoperability will provide insights into how these challenges can be addressed to achieve the desired data integration. 2. Development of predictability algorithms. The second phase centers on the creation and refinement of AI algorithms designed to predict patient outcomes and treatment efficiencies. Key areas for in-depth analysis include generative AI and quantum computing. The integration of generative AI and quantum computing represents a significant leap in algorithm development. Analyzing the potential capabilities of these technologies can reveal how they might expedite drug discovery, optimize clinical trial designs, and enhance patient stratification. Real-time data utilization. The emphasis on using real-time data alongside historical datasets to improve predictive accuracy raises questions about data quality, timeliness, and relevance. Investigating how real-time data will be sourced and validated is crucial for ensuring that AI models produce reliable outcomes. Ethical considerations in algorithm design. Developing algorithms that are not only effective but also fair and unbiased is essential. A discussion on the ethical implications of AI predictions, including the potential for algorithmic bias and its impact on patient care, will be vital. 3. Ethical compliance and regulatory alignment. The third phase highlights the importance of ethical compliance and adherence to regulatory guidelines in the development and deployment of AI in healthcare. This is critical for several reasons. Regulatory scrutiny. As AI applications in healthcare expand, regulatory bodies like the FDA are expected to intensify scrutiny. Analyzing the evolving regulatory landscape and its impact on AI deployment will provide insights into how compliance can be achieved without stifling innovation. Patient safety and data privacy. Ethical compliance is closely tied to patient safety and data privacy. Exploring how organizations plan to safeguard patient data while still leveraging it for AI training is essential. Discussions around data anonymization, consent, and transparency will be important. Framework for ethical AI. developing a framework for ethical AI in healthcare that encompasses fairness, accountability, and transparency will be a key topic. Engaging stakeholders including patients, healthcare providers, and regulatory bodies in discussions about ethical AI principles can lead to a more comprehensive understanding of the implications and responsibilities associated with AI's use in healthcare. 4. Full-scale implementation and feedback loop. The final phase involves the full-scale deployment of AI algorithms in clinical settings, accompanied by a robust feedback mechanism for continuous improvement. Key points for discussion include monitoring and evaluation of AI systems, establishing a feedback loop for assessing the performance of AI systems in real-world scenarios is crucial. Discussing the metrics and methodologies for monitoring AI effectiveness will provide insights into how organizations can adapt and refine their AI applications over time. Impact on clinical trials and patient care. Analyzing how the deployment of AI will transform clinical trials and patient care processes will be important. This includes discussions on how AI can facilitate decentralized clinical trials, improve recruitment and retention, and enhance patient engagement. Long-term sustainability and scalability. Exploring the sustainability of AI implementations and the potential for scaling successful models across different healthcare settings will be critical. Identifying best practices and lessons learned from the implementation process will help guide future initiatives. Conclusion. The implementation of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare by Q2 2025 presents a transformative opportunity to enhance clinical trial efficiency and patient care. By focusing on data integration, algorithm development, ethical compliance, and robust implementation strategies, stakeholders can work towards realizing the full potential of AI in healthcare. In-depth discussions around these 4 key points will be essential for navigating the complexities and challenges inherent in this initiative. Here are 3 famous historical cases that demonstrate significant advancements in the integration of technology and ethics in healthcare akin to the proposed implementation of AI predictability algorithms. 1. The Human Genome Project (HGP). Launched in 1990 and completed in 2003. The Human Genome Project was one of the most ambitious scientific undertakings in history. It aimed to map and understand all the genes of the human species, which has profound implications for medicine, biotechnology, and ethics. The project represented a massive collaboration among scientists across multiple countries and institutions, fostering unprecedented data sharing and collaboration in genomics research. Its completion has paved the way for personalized medicine, where treatments can be tailored to an individual's genetic makeup. However, it also raised significant ethical issues around genetic privacy, genetic discrimination, and the potential for misuse of genetic data, leading to the establishment of ethical guidelines and policies to protect individuals' rights. 2. Tuskegee Syphilis Study. Conducted between 1932 and 1972 by the U.S. Public Health Service. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study is a notorious example of unethical medical research. The study involved the observation of untreated syphilis in African American men under the guise of receiving free healthcare without informing them of their condition or providing effective treatment even after penicillin became widely available. The revelations about the study led to public outrage and significant changes in research ethics, including the establishment of the Belmont Report and the creation of institutional review boards (IRBs) to oversee research involving human subjects. This case underscores the importance of ethical compliance in research and the need for transparency and informed consent, themes that resonate with the ethical considerations surrounding AI in healthcare. 3. The development of insulin. The discovery and commercialization of insulin in the early 20th century marked a revolutionary development in the treatment of diabetes. Frederick Banting and Charles Best first isolated insulin in 1921. And its subsequent mass production transformed diabetes from a fatal disease to a manageable condition. The ethical implications of insulin's discovery included issues of patenting and access to life-saving medications. Banting famously sold the patent to the University of Toronto for a nominal fee, emphasizing the importance of making insulin available to those in need rather than prioritizing profit. This case highlights the balance between medical innovation and ethical responsibility, a balance that is equally critical in the implementation of AI technologies in healthcare. These cases reflect historical milestones where technology ethics and healthcare intersect, emphasizing the importance of ethical standards and collaborative efforts in advancing medical science. The future of healthcare, particularly with the implementation of AI predictability algorithms, is poised for transformative changes by Q2 2025. This evolution will unfold through a structured four-phase approach with a $5 million investment earmarked for enhancing machine learning data integration and ethical compliance in healthcare delivery. Here's a closer look at the predicted developments across the key phases. Phase 1: Data integration and infrastructure development. By early 2024, healthcare organizations will increasingly recognize the necessity of fostering robust data ecosystems. The focus will shift towards creating infrastructures that allow for seamless integration of diverse healthcare datasets. Cross-industry collaborations will become more prominent, enabling organizations to share data efficiently and effectively. This collective effort will enhance the accuracy of AI algorithms, as individual entities alone will not possess sufficient data to yield reliable predictions. Projections indicate that by the end of 2025, the healthcare landscape will feature greatly improved data sharing agreements and partnerships, leading to accelerated research outcomes and more precise AI models capable of predicting patient outcomes and treatment responses. Phase 2: Development of predictability algorithms. Following data integration, the development and refinement of AI algorithms will commence. By Q4 2024, machine learning models will be trained using historical and real-time data, significantly improving the predictive accuracy of patient outcomes and clinical trial efficiencies. The integration of generative AI and quantum computing will facilitate faster and more innovative healthcare solutions, potentially leading to breakthroughs in treatment methodologies. By Q2 2025, it's anticipated that healthcare providers will begin deploying these algorithms in real-world settings, allowing for immediate feedback and iterative improvements based on actual patient data. Phase 3: Ethical compliance and regulatory alignment. As AI technologies proliferate within healthcare, the focus on ethical compliance will intensify. Regulatory bodies, including the FDA, will likely enact stricter oversight to ensure that AI applications prioritize accuracy, fairness, and data privacy. By the end of 2024, healthcare organizations will have established processes for aligning AI initiatives with regulatory standards, mitigating risks associated with algorithmic bias and data misuse. In 2025, the emphasis on ethical AI will result in more transparent AI systems, allowing for greater accountability and fostering public trust in AI-driven healthcare solutions. This heightened scrutiny will likely lead to more robust frameworks for validating AI algorithms, ensuring they operate within ethical boundaries. Phase 4: Full-scale implementation and feedback loop. The full-scale deployment of AI algorithms in clinical settings is projected for Q2 2025. This phase will include the establishment of a feedback mechanism to continuously monitor AI performance and adapt algorithms based on real-world outcomes. By leveraging real-time data, healthcare providers will be able to refine AI systems to better meet the needs of patients and clinicians alike. By the end of 2025, a culture of continuous improvement in AI applications will emerge, characterized by routine evaluations and adjustments aimed at enhancing clinical trial efficiency and patient care outcomes. The integration of AI tools in healthcare settings will become a standard practice, bolstered by evidence demonstrating improved treatment efficacy and patient engagement. Common themes and future outlook. Across various sources, several common themes emerge regarding the future of AI in healthcare. 1. Collaboration and data sharing. The emphasis on cross-industry collaboration will continue to be a driving force behind AI advancements. The integration of diverse datasets will enable organizations to develop more robust predictive models, ultimately enhancing patient care. 2. Regulatory oversight. The role of regulatory bodies will be crucial in shaping AI applications in healthcare. As regulations evolve, organizations will need to remain agile, adapting their AI initiatives to comply with new standards and ethical guidelines. 3. Decentralized clinical trials (DCTs). DCT methodologies will become increasingly mainstream, improving patient engagement and data collection processes. The lessons learned from early DCT implementations will inform best practices, leading to more efficient trial designs and execution. 4. Diversity and inclusion. Efforts to enhance diversity in clinical research will gain momentum, driven by the recognition of the importance of inclusive trial designs. By leveraging digital tools, healthcare organizations will aim to connect with broader patient populations, ultimately improving representation in clinical trials. Conclusion. The future outlook for the implementation of AI predictability algorithms in healthcare is bright, with the potential to revolutionize clinical trials and patient care by 2025. The structured approach of integrating data, developing advanced algorithms, ensuring compliance with ethical standards, and fostering continuous improvement will set the stage for a new era in healthcare delivery. As AI technologies become more embedded in healthcare practices, they will not only enhance decision-making processes but also improve treatment outcomes, ensuring a more efficient and equitable healthcare system.